I want to address a very troubling thing that we have seen reported in our newspapers over the last week or so, and something that I've talked about before, but it's gun violence. Let me start from the Akron Beacon Journal. Here are the headlines. Family grieving, again, just a gut-wrenching story. On Friday, an 8-year-old girl was shot and killed when someone opened fire on a backyard birthday party. And she was not the mom's first child to die tragically. So our heart goes out to the family. Toledo Blade. Teen shot, killed in central Toledo, marks 9th homicide in August. Young man, 15 years old. 15 years old. High school sophomore shot, killed while out in his neighborhood Sunday night. Let's go, Eric, to the Cincinnati Enquirer. 4 dead in city, senseless night of violence. Multiple shootings injure 17. Police ID 4 killed. This is in reference to Saturday night, Sunday morning in Cincinnati. 19 people, 19, were shot, 4 of them killed in multiple shootings overnight. By our unofficial tally, we've counted a total of 56 people shot across Ohio, 17 of them killed from Friday, August 14th through today. And these are just the cases that we were able to find in the news. 17 sons, fathers, daughters, brothers, sisters who are now gone forever to their families. 17 families who will carry the weight of their losses for the rest of their lives. Little Michaela Pickett, 8-year-old girl killed in Akron. Will never graduate from high school, never walk down the aisle, never know the joy of being a parent. She and her family are robbed of all the incredible joys that life has to offer. Just absolutely unbelievable. Why? Someone angry? Someone was looking to settle a score, someone at the party? Well, we don't know. But it's a horrible, horrible tragedy. 8-year-old girl in Akron, 15-year-old boy in Toledo, 4 people killed Saturday, Sunday in Cincinnati. Enough is enough. We know, and I know from talking to law enforcement, from talking to chiefs of police, that many of these cases, we can almost bet that many of these cases were committed with handguns. Those handguns we have found in the past, many times are stolen, many times they're illegally obtained, and certainly many times the perpetrator is not legally allowed to have these guns because that person is a convicted felon. It's not a new problem. If we want to reduce gun violence, we have to deal with a relatively small number of people. Chiefs have told me time and time again, relatively small number of people in our cities, in our communities, who carry out this violence week after week. If we could remove them, and if we had removed them, maybe some of these children would be alive today. We have legislation that is pending in the General Assembly that works on this. It will matter. It will make a big difference. Our bill will get tougher on those who've committed a crime with a gun, people who have absolutely no right to have a gun. It'll get tougher on those found carrying a weapon if they're legally prohibited from doing so. Increase the penalty for knowingly providing a gun to a minor or to someone who is legally prohibited from owning guns. Our legislation would ensure that warrants on dangerous wanted offenders are in law enforcement databases so that officers all over the state, all over the country, have the information they need to arrest those who've committed violent crimes, hopefully before someone else gets hurt. Each one of these cases that I'm referencing. Is example of just needless violence. I'm asking my friends in the General Assembly to take a look at this. This is something that I don't think is controversial. These are people who are not allowed to have a gun. I think there's a general consensus in society that those individuals who are not allowed to have a gun and who are repeat violent offenders need to be removed from society.